Okay, we're in here, guys. We're live. We're doing this. One Piece. 1015. Thanks everybody for being in here. Always happy to have everybody. Man. Okay. Discord was already updated. Thanks, Conrad. And yeah, we in here. Savage. All right. Sounds good. I'm late, but not as late as last time. All right. All right, guys. You know the deal. We're gonna be over at OnePieceChapters.com. We're gonna check the new chapter out. Very excited for this, especially after everything that happened in the last one. And I'm gonna throw the OST on in my ear. I'd love to play it out loud for everybody, but the way copyright works. All right. Okay, I've been thinking about this all week, guys. This is crazy. Like I couldn't wait. I was sitting all day. I was itching for this. All right. Okay. We're starting. Once the website loads, what's going on here? I'm having technical difficulties, guys. I don't know why the website isn't... All right, there we go. Senor Pink. Being carried by a stork. That's a good cover request. That's clever. I like that. Yeah. Let's baby. All right, so chapter 1015. Chained. All right, I'm moving on to the first page. Whew. Getting that Luffy update. He's sinking. Man. We're really starting to... this could potentially be, the all is lost moment of the arc. The moment where we all have to rise above. Is this where we lose? Let's see. We got Queen still attacking Chopper. Is Queen biting Chopper's arm? Man. Chopper's crying. This is getting intense. Now we're seeing everybody's reactions here. On page 2, we're seeing the other samurai and the alliance. They're reacting. Priscola, one of my favorite smiles. Yeah, so that's interesting. So just eating the dango doesn't turn them over. Tama does have to make it to the live floor and make a command in order to control them. Wow. All right, Izo, Kawamatsu. Sanji's hitting them with the Zoro pack. Let's drop the Zoro packs in the in the chat. Yeah, I want to see those Zoro packs. Oh, man. Looking over at the chat, we got some new members. Hold on, I'll stop for a second here. We got DJ BJ32. Thank you for joining.
Another one.
And Anonymous Friend. Thank you.
Another one.
and then this is for Sanji hitting some gifters with Zoro.
Savage.
I'm loving the the Sanji's and the Zoro pack combination. Loving it, guys. Loving the emojis. All right, I'm on the next page. Crimson Flop. That's sword in one piece. Okay. How disappointing. You were all fired up earlier, so I thought I'd play along. Man. Alright, Parasparrow. That's one of my goats right there. Oh, man. This man is always spitting. When the general falls, all the pawns lose their composure. This guy has the best lines in the series. This is bad. He's launched another volley of arrows. Candy shower. You know, and it's funny because in Japanese, like, candy is ame and, you know, like, rain is ame, so he's, like, raining candy. So I'm sure it's like ame no ame or something. Oda loves his puns like that. Damn. Next page. Queen's got... What's up with those teeth? Like, he's a herbivore. Ooh. Diable Jambe holding the Zoro pack into Queen. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. And if anybody joined the stream with my cousin the other day, or you know, earlier this week, I had to clip this sound effect because I just thought it was so funny when he saw that. He didn't know too much about One Piece, but I showed him the Sanji figure that I have, and it had a Diable Jambe effect. So now anytime Sanji uses Diable Jambe, I'm going to use this sound effect.
Bro, look, he got the heat on feet, bro.
He got the heat on feet. I am dying right now. See? Yo. Just him holding the Zoro pack. Wow. You know, it's like, this is the all is lost moment, but Oda is still finding time to make me laugh.
Bro, look, he got the heat on feet, bro.
Okay, hold up. Did Sanji just hit Parasparrow with that too? Because I'm counting that. I'm counting that if that's what happened. Yes. Oh no, he's getting hit by Queen. You know what? I'm gonna take it a little bit. Let's see if he. Yeah. Man, I hope Sanji. God, I want Sanji to hit Parasparrow. Ooh, the Sanji line. You did good, Chopper. You really pulled through. Oh, man. Whoo. We're getting a Sanji chapter, boys and girls. We getting a Sanji Chapter. Yes. I'm just gonna keep running this because I love this.
Bro, look, he got the heat on feet, bro.
Don't cry, you idiot. We've seen this happen countless of times before, and he's still holding Zorro. Yo, he's just out here, just, you know, Vinsmoke D. Wolfwood over here. All those miracles. See, we needed a Sanji like pep talk. We really needed this Sanji pep talk. I'm so ready for this. So ready for this. I'll leave this lug to you. If he recovers, he'll be worth 10 men. Yo, that's my goat right there.
Savage.
Leave the dino to me. Judge's brat. That's why I like them, yoi. Okay. All right. I'm just looking at this panel, you know. I'm just taking this in, you know. I'm just taking it in, guys. I'm taking it in. All right, next page. We got the bodies on the floor. Man. Oh, God. Yeah. We got another new member. Damien's. Thank you for joining.
Another one.
And a super chat. Appreciate that. DJ Red Comet 369.
Savage.
Randy got the www. Oh, and I must have missed. Did I miss DJ joining the channel? I'll get you later, my man. Thank you. Okay, so we got the Twitch from Kinemon. Man, I mean, we knew he wasn't dead. He's not going out, you know. He's not going out like that. He needs something more. God, Momonosuke being carried by Shinobu. All right, what's this sword going on? He's taking the remainder of his hilt, and is he hitting Kaido with it? So, oh man, we're getting a flashback. All right, next page. Oh man, I can feel where this is going. Oh God, I'm to call you father. Yes, we must hide your relation to Odin. Oh my God. All right. Okay. All right. I see the super chats. I'll get to them a little later, guys. Thank you though. Thank you. Hey, Momonosuke, stop saying Sama. Rizo saying maybe we should switch roles. Oh man, this is oh man. Kinemon's getting set up right here. What's the point in buying time? What's the point in trying to run? Please escape, Momonosuke. Running Shinobu. Oh! Yo. Damn, Oda. Damn, did he have to do it like that? Yo. I haven't moved on. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Sorry, guys. I gotta just accept this, process this. I'm on the next page. Oh. Does Momo know how it works? Let everybody know. This is Kosuke Momonosuke. Luffy entrusted me with a message. Oh, voice of all things, here it comes, guys. If he's still alive, he told me he would definitely make it back. So please keep fighting. Even if it hurts, if you got nothing left. I implore you to keep fighting until your very last breath. Update on Hyogoro. Yamato really looking like Nami. Ryza versus Fukurokuju. Jinbei. Let everybody know I'm still gonna beat Kaido. So if he's gonna win. Look at that smirk from Kid. Respect. Are you satisfied, son of Odin? Oh. Whoa, hold up. Kaido found them. Oh. Yeah. There we go. We got the... Oh, a submarine.
Another one.
I'll accept that. Jean Bart's got the voice of all things. Yo. Okay. All right. I got to the panel of of the climate act. Oh man. So you guys were right, it was Zoe that pointed that out, that Zeus probably went inside the climate act. That's dope. I like that. Damn. Kid stays putting respect on Luffy. Look at this. Oh no, wait, that's Law showing up, isn't it? That's, yeah. Yeah, that's Law's pants. Okay, we've been collaborating for a while now. When it comes to him, I've learned to never say never. Okay. 2v1. Ooh. Whew. Kaido. Don't you mean father? That bond has chained me for too long. I'm here to free myself. Okay. Taking the initiative. No break next week. Yeah, that flashback is coming. People, that flashback is coming ASAP. Oh, man. I'm looking at the colored pages they did. Love it. Love it. I like the lighting they did on this Kaido and Yamato one. Alright, wow, guys. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. I'm looking at the chat now. Whew, man. I got 718 people in here. Where do I begin? You know? This one hit hard, guys. You know? You know, I think there was some manly tears going on. You know, I'm not ashamed to say that this series has put a number of tears on my face over the years, especially the anime. But just the way Oda drew that panel of Kinemon, that's what got me. Also the flashback stuff. I mean, Oda is just a master at hitting the emotions. Man, we got a super chat from Hanser Avila. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate the that's
Savage.
amazing. He said Kinemon went like a Chad. He went like a goat. You know, not to downplay what you're saying. He went out like a Chad, but I mean, like, you know, let's give our boy some flowers here. You know, this is someone that's been with us for like 400 chapters. You know, a decade. That's my dude right there. Winnemon. Feels bad tilting him. Oh, Demon Gunner 7, thank you.
Savage.
I predict Act 3 will end at 10:18. Yeah, a lot of people have been saying that, especially my guy Weed over at my Discord. It would mark 60 chapters since the start of Act 3. Also, Queen's fangs are either retractable spikes or a syringe. It does look like a syringe, doesn't it? Yeah. I like that you pointed that out, and I agree with you. You know, obviously, Queen has had a bunch of modifications done to them, and I wonder if it has to. You know, I've been saying, you know, obviously the Queen probably has a connection to Vegapunk, to Judge, to Caesar. So there's some sort of modifications that happen to Queen. Maybe it goes in, into all of the stuff that happened with Kuma. Maybe Queen was a prototype for that. Maybe Queen is a prototype for the SSG. I've been saying for a very long time that, you know, you look at Kuma and the pacifistas, they basically had Kizaru's laser, right? So, you know, before we were even introduced to the Smiles, it seemed like, and then obviously with Momonosuke's fruit, being an artificial, it seems like Vegapunk has somehow figured out a way to replicate to a certain extent, you know, like at least Kizaru's fruits, other fruits. So when the SSG came around, you know, my theory on that was that they're probably a bunch of soldiers or robots or whatever that have been fitted with the admirals or, like, you know, the top tier in the Marines, like with their fruits. So we might see people that have like a Kainu's magma to a certain extent, but, you know, not like full, you know, I don't expect them to be intangible, right? I just expect them to probably like produce some magma, produce some ice, produce, if they were working on Aokiji while he was still in there, in the Marines. So Queen's modifications and all that could be along that line. Going on a rant, but, you know, I don't know. And I know there was a bunch of members that joined, and I'm gonna go back and and I know there's some super chats that I missed, so I'm gonna go back to all of those as well. So, you know, just thanks everybody. DJ BJ32.
Savage.
Kin, no. I hope he either clings to life or we don't get a pound or Bond Clay. If he's dead, I'm so sad. He's dead. Oda's not gonna do that to it. He's not gonna. It's just gonna hurt when we see Otsuru. You know, it's gonna be like the Dedan and Garp moment following Marineford. You know, it's just gonna be hard, man. It's just gonna be hard. Super chat from Vasil Vlad Ivanovici.
Savage.
Momo saying father with a smile on his face got me crying for a few minutes. Little dude just lost his father and found a new one, and then 3-4 months later his new one gets clapped by Kaido. Oh God. Yeah. Like think about that, guys. Like it's been 3-4 months for Momonosuke. Like this little dude is getting traumatized left and right. And honestly, put some respect on Momonosuke's name, all right? Because he is holding it together. He took that frog, he made that announcement, and he gave every single person on the live floor the gumption, you know, the ability to continue fighting. That's Momonosuke. He just watched Kiku die, Kanjuro die, and Kinemon die, and still went, keep fighting, everybody, because Luffy's about to come back and deal with this. All right. I don't want to hear no more Momo slander. Oh man. Sarge, thank you.
Savage.
Marco's one line delivered so much. He said he likes the Straw Hat crew because him and the rest of the Whitebeard crew also fought the Payback War after Whitebeard departed. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So he respects them for fighting on after their captain is down. But I also just love those bro moments and just all of that, you know, just the respect, you know. I love when people put respect on the Straw Hats. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful, beautiful thing. Chin said Queen turned into a carnivore. Yes, real quick. Najib said the color pages were fire as usual. Yeah. I love the one with Perispero and Queen, but I really love the tonal shading on the Yamato page. All right. I'm going to try and catch up on the chat a little bit. Ryo said it reminded him of Pedro's death. Honestly, this hit way harder than Pedro, and I really like Pedro. But when Pedro died, I actually don't even think I cried. I think I was just like, "Whoa, hold up, what just happened?" Because it just happened so fast. You know. Yeah, there were a couple of flashback panels, but like this was wild. AJ said this is Momo's flashback. Yeah, yeah, I said that in the last review. I said we are living Momonosuke's flashback right now. All right, when he joins the crew, and everybody's like, "But we need that Momonosuke." No, we're living it. We are living it. We've had Momonosuke's flashback. Oh God, Isopod, thank you.
Savage.
Zeus fused with the Climatact via the same method property that Vegapunk uses for giving inanimate objects fruits. Potentially. That's it's an interesting thought, you know, and when we learn more about that, I hope we can go back and see that as well. But also that's just the way that Big Mom's fruit works. You know, inanimate objects, you know, gain life. Now, one thing that I want to know is if Big Mom is going to be able to manipulate the Climatact after this. You know, that would be interesting. Or because Zeus is in there, you know, will she have access to a whole slew of new powers? There's a lot that can come from this, and yeah, I don't know. Zoe, thank you. Said Climatact model Zeus. Yep. Guys. This was... Keyboard Cat said flashback 1017. It's possible. It's possible. You know, I could see it coming. It could come at the beginning of the chapter. It could come at the end. You know, if we end up getting a... I could see 1016 even trailing off a little bit into the flashback, and then 1017 being the flashback. It ends 1018. The act ends with some sort of a cliffhanger, and then we go to some reverie stuff. I mean, that'd be best case scenario here. Insatiable Hunger, thank you. Savage. Momo slander will continue to happen. The disrespect he did to Nami, Robin, and especially Yamato is unforgivable. He is basically NTRing Sanji. I don't know what NTR means. Yeah, I'm gonna need the dictionary on that one. Maxo, my guy, thank you. Savage. You think Momo Dragon form incoming? Seeing as him and Shinobu are waterbound? Probably. And I've said this for a long time, in that I need the Momonosuke Dragon form to be seen by Kaido. I need it. I like. That's when we're gonna like sort of get some information, you know. Because we know that Kaido was experimented on by Vegapunk. The fruit was made by Vegapunk. So maybe we'd get a little bit of a Vegapunk flashback if he understands and like puts two and two together there. Everybody's saying I don't need to know. All right. We got certified drip in here. What's up? Man, guys. So we had the submarine save him. You know, that was our, you know, that was like the most likely choice. You know, we definitely talked about that. I still feel like there's going to be the metaphor of Luffy being the Koi, and now he has to, you know, work his way back up to finish off Kaido. But Kakadiaka said, thought on Luffy using the voice of all things to communicate. I mean, that's it's growth. It's growth. You know, I mean, that's what it is. We're seeing growth in real time. He's at the brink of death. His hockey is blooming. You know, this is exactly what Rayleigh talked about. So, there's some super chats and all that I missed, so I'm running back to catch them. DJ BJ32.
Savage.
Saw your Gotham stand-up. Bane impression spot on. Take control. Take control of your city. Yep. That was a long time ago. The videos, like, a lot of people have been finding that one. I don't know how many years. That might have been like 2016, 2017. But that was fun. That was fun. Yeah. I got a whole slew of impressions, guys. Viraj, thank you.
Savage.
Is false hope given that Chopper will heal Zoro? The side effects of Rumble Balls will soon kick in. How is he supposed to heal now? Well, we know that he's still got 10 minutes, so hopefully in 10 minutes he can do something, at least patch him back up. I think that Marco is going to have to do something. He's, you know, we saw, you know, in that little vignette scene between him and Nekomamashi, you know, that he was healing people and all of that, so he should be able to give a little bit of his energy to Zoro. Hopefully that'll be the case. Lou Patterson, Diable Jambe Rotisserie, though.
Savage.
Well, you know what I got to say to the Diable Jambe Rotisserie?
Bro, look, he got the heat on feet, bro.
And, you know, he hit Perospero. I still need, you know, a conversation between the two of them. You know, throughout all of Whole Cake, I really wanted Perospero to be Sanji's like fight in Whole Cake. Obviously, you know, the Whole Cake was a more cerebral and intrinsic arc for Sanji. You know, it wasn't about fighting. It was about, you know, character growth. It was about him dealing with everything with his family and, you know, actually, you know, what his dream is about. And it's about cooking, you know. But here we're gonna get those Sanji W's that we're waiting for. Toilet tube.
Savage.
I don't think Kin's dead yet. Toilet Tube said usually characters die when there's nothing left, like Kanjuro. Kin has a little left and will die later. I don't know. I don't know about that. I at the very least, Kinemon, if for whatever reason Kinemon has some last words or some like epic last play, like it's gonna be his last breath. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not there's just there's no way that he's not going to die. But I totally believe that he's dead now. Like that's going to be too much for me to handle if Oda goes back on that. Anonymous friend. Savage. Do you think that all of the ancient Zoans will turn into their hybrids to turn the tables on their opponents? Jack, who's who, queen, etc., king. I think that we'll see hybrids for sure, you know, and you know, that's you know, I mean, we're essentially getting, you know, like Ennie's Lobby 2.0 right now. So Queen's totally going to go hybrid. Eventually we're going to see Kaido's like awakened form, which is going to be absurd. King will transform. Jinbei's definitely not getting out of that fight with Who's Who without fighting him in hybrid. Yeah, it's totally gonna happen, and it'll probably happen all in quick succession too, just like in 998 when, you know, it was just like Oda was basically like, oh yeah, here's everybody's fruit. Here's everybody's hybrid form. Bro, my guy.
Savage.
What do you see happen with Zoro, Marco, and King now that the pack finally made it to Chopper? The pack. So, if I had to guess, Sanji is going to... He's gonna start trying to take on Queen, right? But, you know, Parasparrow's not out, so he's gonna get up, he's gonna start doing his arrow stuff. I would love to see Sanji bouncing back and forth. Marco's going to keep trying to hold King off. I just can't see a scenario where Oda does not utilize the foreshadowing that Marco's flames don't burn, right? So Marco's totally going to get candied up, and then Sanji's going to break him out of the candy. And it may be a situation where Marco is like healing Zoro and like Parasparrow's trying to stop that. But then Sanji gets involved with that, and then because he's not watching Queen, maybe he takes some damage. And it's just going to be a lot of bouncing back and forth. Don't be surprised if we see Sanji, you know, like hitting Queen, hitting King, hitting Parasparrow, and just like kind of going back and forth, getting hit by all of them. Marco, the same thing. Because it's kind of just, it's going to be like a free-for-all, a little battle royale, until other characters can sort of break away, and if Oda wants to go the 1v1 route, until Zoro is like back on his feet enough to help Marco with King. But, you know, as it stands, I would say that Sanji is probably in the most peak fighting condition on the live floor right now, so a lot of it's going to be riding on our boy. Kinsight, thank you.
Savage.
Voice of all things is just a way for us to finally be able to communicate with Joy Boy trapped on the moon. Cough. Moon arc is next, no cap. I don't think the moon arc is going to be next. We're definitely going to have the moon is going to play a role, but I see that coming towards the end and tying more into everything with the final war and the world government and all of that. I see that tying more into it rather than Laugh Tale, etc. It makes more sense for Elbaf to be next, or Lodestar. Let's see. Maxo.
Savage.
I don't know. I think the whole plot point of not meeting before battle as to not rouse emotion was a setup for a tragedy. I'm on the rest in peace kin train. So am I. And that's why I'm saying like that scene with Otsuru is going to really hit later. Very motivated said, I eat and breathe Sanji W's. Yes, me too. Hikato Uchumi.
Savage.
It's already too sad, man, but now feels like all the scabbards will die. And Momo joins the Straw Hats. Hiyori for first female shogun. So that's a possibility. If it turns out that Hitetsu is Sukiyaki, he can end up taking the throne again. For more information on why, Hitetsu would be Sukiyaki. Check out the Tama theory I have on my channel if you're not familiar with why that would be the case. But I don't think all of the scabbards are going to die. I think the Kawamatsu and Nekomamashi are definitely safe. Izo probably as well for like a late game death. But Inuarashi is going to be the next one to die. And I'm hoping to get an update on that in the next chapter. It's interesting that we got updates on just about everything except for Inuarashi and Jack. So, yeah. Toilet Tube.
Savage.
There's a parallel between Wano and Thriller Bark, Oars and Big Mom, CP0 and Kuma, Kaido and Moria, Kaido's Awakening, Shadow's Asgard, and the Alliance might face Big Mom together. So I've been saying that for like a year. I've been drawing the parallels to Wano and Thriller Bark, with Kaido is definitely the Moria. And when we defeat him, we're gonna have like way other like almost bigger issues to deal with, and whether that's gonna be Big Mom, like I've always speculated, but now with the introduction of CP0 on Onigashima as far as 1003, they could very well be the Kuma as well. So we'll see where that goes. I want to see more with CP0. Yeah. The Alliance fighting Big Mom together. But Big Mom is not going to get taken down this arc. I really don't see that happening. She's got too much riding on her with Elbaf and everything. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. Oda can always surprise, but yeah. Okay. So the early super chats, we had one from Amrit.
Savage.
That 2,000 men is a reference to when Luffy said Sanji is equivalent to 1,000 men on Zou. Yeah, I did pick up on that when I was reading it. And it was a good callback. I did like that. Anonymous friend. Did you notice that Zoro was sleeping while Sanji was using him as a sword until Sanji trash talked him? Yeah, he stayed asleep with the little nose bubble. I love it. We had a super chat from Vasil Vlad. Thank you.
Savage.
Man, I feel you. F in the chat for our King Kin. King Kin. Yep. Let's see if there's anyone else that I missed. Enigma Sword.
Savage.
This might be hella random, but I can't help but notice that Yamato's eyebrows are looking absolutely fresh in that last panel. Number one OP brows for sure. It definitely got some eyebrow game going. I just went back and looked. Let's see. Is there any else that I missed? I really don't like missing these. Brandon King.
Savage.
Sanji's moment felt like his speech to Usopp. Yep, I was getting those vibes. Totally. Brandon, I was definitely getting that. And even the way it was drawn was similar. It's good stuff. Good stuff. All right, I think I caught up on all of that. Let me see the members. I think I got everybody. Did I get Lone Shadow 144? Appreciate everybody that joined the channel during this. It's much appreciated. You guys are loving the emojis here. All right, so I'm going to look back at the chat now. Let's see what else we're talking about. We still got 675 people in here, which is like insane to me. Thank you, everybody. There's a button that says subscribe if you like this content. Feel free to do so. Galaxy said Yamato Devil Fruit revealed next chapter. That's a good it's a good guess. I would we'll at least get a silhouette for it. So, throw that in Hub for Dubs, right? Angel Achoko said, Randy, did you notice how Luffy's eyes look like Zunisha's eyes when he was unconsciously talking to Momonosuke? That's an interesting thing to note. I definitely did not. But I'm going to look back now. I want to see this. Now, are you talking about the darkened eyes? Yeah, I'm going to take a look back at that when oh God, I just saw the Kinemon panel again. Oh God. Like scrolling through the chapter again. I made the mistake. Man, this was a tough one. Very motivated, thank you.
Savage.
All the comparisons to other arcs like Thriller Bark, Annie's Lobby, and Marineford just remind me that Oda himself said Wano would make them all look cute in comparison. Yeah. It's as a writer, right? It's very common to reuse ideas in a way, I've written a bunch of scripts and all that, and I've taken elements from one or another, and everything. Once you understand structure and you find a certain element, there's ways to do things. But I'm this way, and I'm sure Oda's the same way. Is that you never want to do the same thing twice or exactly the same way. So when you're gonna do something, you're always gonna try and find some way to flip it to make it new. And that's what Oda does. Dressrosa is Alabasta, but it's different. It's Alabasta if Crocodile had won and took over Alabasta for 10 years. So you see the breakdown of all of that. What could have become. You just see all of that. So that's a good way to flip things. So Oda is taking elements from all different arcs, and obviously there's elements of Enies Lobby and Whole Cake as well. With the idea of having to rescue Sanji and the parallels to Robin. But there wasn't 1v1s like we're getting now. So that's the aspect of what we're getting here. Thriller Bark is just the structure, the amount of enemies, the focus on other people besides Luffy, having the crew sort of stand on their own. And then obviously Marineford, I don't need to explain why it's like Marineford. Toilet Tube, thank you.
Savage.
If Act 3 is 60 chapters, Act 4 and Act 5, 30, and 15 each, where would Kaido's flashback fit? It might actually be after his defeat in Act 5. So what I was saying is that if the act didn't end at 10:14 for Volume 100, which it hasn't, it makes sense to me if Act 3 started with Odin's flashback. So it makes sense from a structure perspective to end the act on Kaido's flashback, the man who killed Odin, right? So that was the other possibility. I was like, it could end here if Oda wants to do that and have a strong finish, or it can end this way. So it seems that Oda's going to go that route. So any time within the next 3 chapters, if we're doing the 60 chapter thing, and then we're going to get the 30 and 15, we could get Kaido's flashback as early as the next chapter. But we'll get that, and then we'll end with some sort of strong finish for 10:18, and see what's going on at the Reverie, get updates on the Revolutionary Army. Are they coming to Wano? Because I still feel that they are. And, I need to see my girl Vivi. Yeah. So I think Kaido's flashback within Act 3 for sure. He could, the other option would be to start it with Act 4, similar to how he started with Act 3, but there's no real, like, if Oda's actually going for that, to have it all sort of parallel and fit and, create this sort of nice triangle of 15, 30, 60, 30, 15, he's going to want the, he's going to want the flashbacks right there at the top of the triangle. Chin said no love for Tama next chapter, Randy. Obviously Tama, Nami, and Usopp, their main goal is to get to the live floor and have Tama make her announcement to all of the gifters. So I think what really needs to happen is Tama needs to get her hand on one of the Marys like Momonosuke did, so that she can give her announcement all throughout Onigashima as well. So it's very possible that key element is going to keep getting postponed, right? And then it'll be like this epic win for Tama. I could see... I still could see Queen hurting Tama. Because Queen has been shown to be like catching on to Tama's ability, right? But we do know that unlike Sugar, Tama's ability does not stop if she gets knocked unconscious. Because if that was the case, Speed would have stopped working for Tama after Kaido hit her in Act 1. So that didn't happen. Speed stayed under Tama's control, so she's got better control of everything than Sugar. AJ.
Savage.
To make Kinemon's death even more depressing is that the sword that killed him was most likely Kiku's blade. Kin's swords were destroyed. Oh man, I didn't even think about that. I was so just wrapped up in the panel itself. Yeah. Oh. And what did Kiku say about that? Kiku said something was special about her blade before she struck down Kanjuro. And I've been meaning to go back and check that. If you guys remember that, put it in the chat. Because was it that like the souls of the people she cuts down stay in the blade or something? Or am I just thinking about Katana from DC? The wounds linger on in the afterlife, Evo said, yeah. If that's Kiku's blade, that's so tragic. Po'boy57 is saying that it's not her blade. Bernardo said they weren't using their special blades. They just got random katanas from the ground after the fight with Kaido. Uh-huh. Maxo said, man is stabbed as a ghost too. If that's the case, we're gonna need the super sleuths to like compare hilts and all this, because that's way too savage for Oda to be doing. Ryo.
Savage.
Did I read the SBS? Yeah, I did. The only thing I liked was the thing that kind of confirmed what I was thinking about with the SSG, and that Vegapunk has somehow, but I mean, we figured this, right? Because how did the Pacifista have Kizaru's ability anyway? That Oda basically hinted that Vegapunk is able to take the lineage factor from Paramecia and Logia. I think there was one other interesting thing in this SBS. This SBS was kind of light. It wasn't really that great. What was the other good thing? The more information on the whole Toko situation and Yasue from the Weaver card was pretty good. Yeah, I just kind of skimmed it. Lou Patterson.
Savage.
Seeing the scabbards drop one by one is brutal. I hope we get to have a post-arc party feast in classic One Piece fashion to celebrate everyone's lives. We gotta celebrate everybody's lives, Oda said that he doesn't like killing characters because it sours the party at the end of the arc. But the thing is that it honestly it makes things. You can kill characters and you can still have a party, because while it's sad, celebrating someone's life is better than being sad about it. I mean, that's the way that I look at death anyway. I try to celebrate people, honor them. And that's what I would hope, at the end of this arc, to mirror the Seven Samurai. I still haven't had a chance to watch Ron AJ, but I'm going to. But 4 graves, swords in each grave, Kinemon, Kiku, Ashura Doji, Inuarashi. Yeah. It's starting to make me think that maybe Denjiro won't die. Chin said, I want a Yamato flashback more than a Kaido flashback. Well, guess what? You're getting both at the same time, probably. Yeah, that Kaido flashback's, it's coming. We knew it was coming, but now it's really coming. Lucy B said, yeah, in The Lord of the Rings, after Helm's Deep, they had a party after so many died. Ooh. Yeah, see, you can totally have parties after people die. Ugh. Ryo said, still waiting on that kid flashback. Yeah. I don't think we're gonna get that in Act 3. That might be like a... It might not even get that until, like, if Kid or Killer die, that's when I think we would get it. Let's see. Evo said, after Yasu and Komurasaki died, Shinobu said that people are now looking forward to the Fire Festival even more because it is about honoring the dead. Yeah. Yep. Perry Motivated said Denjiro can't die if he never shows up. Oh, man. Chrissy just texted me. She's putting our boy down for a nap. When he actually goes to sleep, she wants to come in and talk to you guys for a bit. We'll get a Chrissy cameo today. If he, he might fight the nap. Maxo said literally what Firefest is about. Yeah, well, this is looking ever more and more like Firefest, the music concert by the Daily here. This whole thing on Onigashima was set up by Ja Rule. We got little cheese sandwiches for everybody and no water. Toilet tube. How can the Kaido flashback be only 3 chapters? Well, the Big Mom flashback was only 1 or 2 chapters, right? If I'm not mistaken, it was only 1. Could have been 2. But Oda, he can pack things into a flashback chapter. We've seen it. We have seen it. Get a little taste of the rock stuff. Get a bunch of stuff with Yamato. We talked about it last week. We'll see whatever caused him to strive for or respect perseverance. So yeah, totally. We'll see everything with Yamato. They could always get fleshed out more later, but I think 3 chapters is a lot. Most flashbacks are less than that, so that's generous if we actually get 3. I think it'll be 2. Koro Sensei. Savage. Do you think Toki's fruit will ever come back into play? Or is Oda done with it? I imagine it has to be in Wano. So there was an interesting thing when I was watching the last episode of the anime. They really heightened the they made it a big deal when they showed Orochi talking about the fruit and then cut to Kaido. When he's like, "Wait, something like that exists," and it made me think that that's meant to be a much bigger scene than we realize. So, after that, could the fruit have been there in waiting all this time for 20 years? And then Kaido thought to go looking for it after that conversation with Orochi, and then maybe found it. That's possible. But the other thing, too, is that while I'm more convinced than ever that Toki is actually dead, I was always skeptical now that the anime made it seem way more obvious. I still don't know, and I still think that Toki could be the storeroom silhouette. So it's either Toki's alive or, maybe Kaido has it somewhere. But since you can't go back in time, I don't know how useful it'll be for Kaido. Vern and Co. Thank you. Savage. Just got here, first time listening live. Any thoughts on Luffy calling out to the submarine like Shandia called to Nolan through the storm? That's a good reference. It's a good reference. I'm more questioning how they were able to hear him. Because up until now, the only people that we've ever really seen able to hear, the voice of all things and everything, you go back to the Odin flashback and you see the Sea Kings talking. It was only Odin and Roger on the ship that could hear it. So has Luffy tapped into something where he can just talk to anyone? Because it makes sense if Momonosuke can hear him. But for Jean Bart, you know. And I mean, like, and I would even go as far as to say that, you know, Nolan being as, you know, prominent of a character, you know, like, that's somebody that easily could have had the voice of all things and hockey and all of this. So that sort of makes sense to me. But to see a bunch of nobodies like Law's crew, except for Jean Bart, hearing him, that's the strange moment for me. But if Luffy has sort of really tapped into some sort of weird telepathy, that's an interesting upgrade for him. Nolan the Explorer. Jen said maybe Advanced Conquerors unlocked Luffy's voice of all things on tap power. That teamed with getting beaten and then being on the verge of death, you know? So it's like Luffy had to figure this out. You know, it's... I think Luffy's going to come back as a monster, you know? Because if he was so sure about everything, he's probably using future sight to realize that that if he does utilize that power, the Polar Tang will come for him. So he knows he's going to be safe because he's using future sight to see them. So can he see even further into the future now with the voice of all things? Like as he expanded that, you know, that's kind of a, you know, tinfoil crazy thought there. But Rayleigh said, verge of death with fighting, you know, everything's going to bloom. So he is in one of the worst predicaments of his life. In the middle of the ocean, in the middle of nowhere, the only people that could save him was the submarine, which was set up, you know, at the beginning of the arc. So, you know, that was... Oda had this planned from the beginning that he was going to have only... obviously, he was going to have only... But this is just Goda being Goda. You know, he knows that he was going to do all of this stuff. And he set that up. He didn't have Jean Bart and the rest of his, you know, no-name Marine fodder come onto the island. So they go and they'll save Luffy. And then at some point, Luffy may have to get out of the submarine and, like, go off on his own to figure things out. And that'll be when we really see that Koi folklore really sprout and take wings. We got a new member, Vedant Singh. Thank you.
Another one.
Emoji Squad. Kakadieka said, after all this, Luffy's got to pay his medical bills to the Heart Pirates. Well, he still owes them for Marineford, too. You know? He's racked up a bill that's probably larger than what he owes Makino. Ryo said, John Bart, confirmed voice of all things user. I mean, that's what it seems like. You know, that's why it that's why it seems like to me that Luffy had to have unlocked some sort of new form of voice of all things. Conrad, thanks for joining. Enjoy the food. Catching up on the chat. Lucy B said, when Jinbei joined the crew officially, Luffy stopped them from drinking and said, we're going to drink after the battle with everyone. At that point, I had a very bad feeling. Oh yeah. You know, that was the manga equivalent of, retirement tomorrow. This is my last day on the force. It's going to be a good day. That cop never makes it home.
Savage.
Yeah, Lucy, I just found your earlier thing with that. Thanks for the super chat. There's more deaths to come. Like, I'm telling you guys, Arashi's next, and it's painted on the wall. It's painted on the wall. Chin. Parasparrow was not one-hit KO'd this chapter. He is getting back up, and he's gonna continue to do things. He's gotta fight Marco and get kicked by Sanji. Very motivated. He was 2 days from retirement. Yep. Chin said Inu won't die. All right, I'm gonna remember that you said that. Umrit said John Bart is Joy Boy. Alright. Surge 1500. Thank you.
Savage.
It's good that Luffy's getting saved by Law's crew. He needs to know his new Grand Fleet members. Also, what do you think Nami and Usopp are doing now? They're trying their best to get Tama to the live floor. That's their main goal. Because once Tama gets there, she can give the order to all of the gifters that have eaten dangos but are not under her control yet. But what really needs to happen is she needs to find one of those Marys and do an announcement like Momonosuke did, which was a GOAT move, by the way. Gabe asked, where Shinobu Momo falling? On the Polar Tang also? I don't know. I think Momonosuke is going to have to turn into a dragon and carry her back in. And Kaido's got to see Momo in his dragon form. That's got to happen. So I think that's coming soon, because we need that reaction, and I think that'll also be a tie-in to the flashback. So it was more of like, she just used her rotting powers to rot the island a little bit so that they could sort of make a quick escape. And they weren't necessarily thinking, but Momo will get them out of it. And that's also a way for Momo to sort of deal with his fear of heights, right? So he's got to deal with that. Crystal K, Nekomamushi was also looking for Parasparrow. Yeah, Nekomamushi's definitely going to show up at some point. And Neko was like really hoofing it too. So I'm almost surprised that he didn't get there. I'm kind of wondering if something could get in Neko's way. I don't know if there's a player that is sort of in limbo right now. See what happens. AJ.
Savage.
Retirement tomorrow, last day on the force. I retire next week, and I'm getting very nervous about this joke. Well, congratulations on your retirement. Just play it safe. We need you, buddy. Mr. Venator said all dogs go to heaven. Yeah. It's gonna be rough too, but I don't think it's gonna hit me like Kin hit me. This was a blow. God. I don't know if I don't think we're gonna get Neko and Inu versus Jack. Although, you know, if Inu's going to die, it really should be in front of someone. And Neko makes sense, but they've already split up. So I mean, it would have to be Nekomamushi would have to have the navigation skills of Zoro, which I guess technically was foreshadowed, right? Because Inu and Neko went out to sea, but got shipwrecked because they did have port navigation skills. So maybe Nekomamushi does loop around and ends up back where Jack was. Who knows? Sally Clark, thanks for joining the channel.
I'm not the one.
Appreciate it. Emil Diaz, if Inu dies, John Wick will be mad. Oh yeah. He's coming for Jack. All right, so let's take a look at this chapter. Let's see if there's anything that we missed. And I'm gonna have to like try and hold my emotions as I pass that Kinemon panel again. Oh, Chrissy cameo.
Hello.
It's been a while since we did this. It was before Mars was born, the 1000 stream. Yeah.
Yes. Is this cool if I sit here?
And then I want you to take the chair.
You want me to take the chair?
Yeah, you're taking the chair.
Oh,
All right,
boy.
this is now the Chrissy show, guys. So
No,
ask Chrissy questions. Chrissy's gonna say what she thought about the chapter.
Okay. Oh shit. Sorry. Sorry, cursed.
Demonetized.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Hi. I just got Marshall down for a nap, so I was able to come and say hello. Did I knock something over?
I'm just fixing it.
Hello. Oh, I see the. Okay, so the chat's right here.
Get the chat here. Rouse it, Queen. Portgas D. Chrissy.
The
Miss
Chrissy show
Savage.
is officially on now. Hi, Chin. Did I cry in this chapter? I didn't actually. Last chapter I cried. It hit me like I don't know. I still was very sad, but you know, last chapter I was sobbing because I wasn't expecting it like that. I think it was just the combo of just all of the violence. So, yeah, Chrissy D. Queen.
Giovanni said chapter 1000, last cameo.
Yep.
Steven Romero, Chrissy is now the best Straw Hat.
Oh,
Well, speaking of that, we actually we took a lot of people have been asking for Chrissy cameos, and one of the members, Gabe Cease, put a suggestion in the member area saying for us, he wanted to know what Chrissy's Straw Hat rankings were. So we actually did record a video for that. So we'll, that'll release at some point. We did that. It was fun.
yeah.
Mars was asleep, and we filmed it. I think it's going to be a long video because we were going into all of the reasonings why, but we'll put that out at some point.
Yeah, it turned out to be like an hour long, just like of us talking. We'll cut it down, but like we were like, wow, we went into it. So, I guess I can talk, right?
Yeah. Oh, and Gabe is in the chat. Yeah. So we did shoot that.
Okay. Yeah, we did it. Thanks, Gabe, for the suggestion. Yeah, this chapter was, and actually that shot of Kinemon getting stabbed was like, whoa, like pretty graphic for One Piece, right? I was like, whew, what is this, like Attack on Titan? It's like, it's like, which manga am I reading, Calling it now, Randy put Vivi is the best one. Well, yeah.
No spoilers.
Vivi stan, but I'm not going to say anything.
Chin said Eddie needs more lines.
Look at a galaxy.
Bro, look, he got the heat on feet, bro.
I can't wait for Mars to use his new hockey form to communicate with his mom and dad.
Yeah.
I feel like he does have the voice of all things. For sure.
That's the only way we know what's going on.
Yep.
Oh
my gosh. Yeah, I loved just everything with Sanji and Zoro. Oh man, let's
get those Zoro packs in the chat, guys.
That was just great. And yeah, in the beginning of the stream, I hope you didn't see. I didn't realize, I was just so excited after, but everyone was like, "Chrissy, don't spoil." I just put the the emojis next to each other, the Sanji and the and the Zoro pack, and I was like, I was excited. Am I finally getting? Yes, I'm planning on doing the Hunter x Hunter reaction videos. I'm looking to. We're gonna do that in June when his mom comes and stays with us. It's gonna be easier for me to fully film it and.
Look at all those Zoro packs.
Oh my gosh!
Look at that! I love it. I love it. We're gonna have an entire chat. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for complimenting my eyebrows.
Mr. Venator said Chrissy's eyebrows sharper than Yamato's, though.
Thank you.
Hey.
Oh my goodness.
Love it.
I love the chat. I love reading what you guys have to say every week. You make my day.
Yeah. Yeah. So in was it like a week? In a week, I'm actually going to see my mom for the first time since the pandemic started. I'm really looking forward to that. So she's coming to stay with us, and she'll be able to take care of Mars, and
for a couple weeks. It's going to be great,
when he goes to sleep or whatever, we might be able to do some more videos, some collab stuff. And she's going to be here so long that I don't feel bad shooting videos or anything. But I'm excited about it.
I just see Yamato cosplay.
Just the eyebrows.
I would do it. She has really cool hair. I love her. I mean, her hair. Sorry. I love Yamato. They. Got it. Good? Okay. Sorry. Still trying to be respectful. Let's see.
Evo said mom collab stream.
Mom collab stream?
Yeah,
yes.
Mom, tell them all about, 13-year-old Randy liking One Piece.
Yep.
No, my mom does not read One Piece.
Mm-mm.
No.
But she knows that he loves One Piece for sure.
Yeah.
I will get there, I promise.
Here, you keep talking.
Let's see. Yeah, we could have his mom watch One Piece. She probably would love it, I think. Let's see. Oh man. I'm trying to think of other things in the chapter. That was an amazing chapter. I feel like the last couple of chapters have just been non-stop action and laughter and tears, and Momo was just absolutely awesome and heartbreaking this stream, right? Let's see. Nice save, Chrissy. Tried. Yeah. I think also too, I was trying to read the chapter real quick because Marshall was being a little fussy. He's teething, so I was trying to read it and also take care of Marshall at the same time. So I think maybe that's why I wasn't crying. The last time I read it when he was napping, and so I fully was able to feel those deaths. So I kind of want to reread it. So Randy, what happened to you? Do Ivankov use hormones on you? Yes, that's what happened. Oh yeah, welcome, piece of cake. Thanks for coming a member. Oh, you have to hit the button. There's a button, right? What was my favorite part of the chapter? My favorite part of the chapter was the Sanji and Zoro pack moment. And also, just the exchange between Chopper and Sanji was pretty great. It's like Chrissy Savage on Kinemon, no tears. No, serious. I think I would have. I cried for Kinemon last chapter. I think that's what it is. I accepted. I was like, oh, he's dead. And in my heart, I feel like Kiku and Kinemon died, but he really died this chapter. So I mean, I don't know. I guess I cried for them already. No Chrissy emoji.
We got a new member.
Yes.
Piece of cake.
Another one.
There it is. I didn't know where it was.
Oh,
Man.
there's no Chrissy emoji. Yeah. We are past 50 members. I think we might even be at 60 members now, which is crazy. Unfortunately, the next emoji doesn't come until 75.
Oh.
So.
Oh, I like that question. What's your ideal devil fruit, Chrissy? I actually was thinking about this the other day. My favorite devil fruit, if I had to pick one, would be Robin's devil fruit, for sure. So many hands. I could do so many things. I can get so much done at once. That's seems like the ultimate power. Oh my god. I would just do chores, and also I could take care of Marshall and do other things with a million hands at the same time. Seems like the perfect devil fruit for me, right?
They want you to say savage.
Oh, let's see, savage. Did I do okay? Oh, it's Oda's favorite as well?
Yeah, he did say that because then he could draw One Piece so much faster.
Okay, so we're gonna
Yeah.
Oh, the heat on feet. I really love the heat on feet. When I saw Eddie do that late, oh my gosh, that was hysterical. Oh my god. Heat on feet. I don't know if I could do it. I gotta listen to it more. But
I'm getting replaced by you, says Chin. All right.
no,
I'm just gonna start taking care of Mars, and she's gonna do the streams now, guys.
No. Randy does help out so much and take care of him. He's an amazing father. You always help around, and so great. They're best friends, for sure. They really are.
Yeah. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
She said the thing. Wow.
Wow. Yep. What else? I'm just thinking other things. Okay, so yeah, and then at the end, Law ended up
showing up with Kid. Gonna fight Big Mom now.
I'm excited about that. I'm down for that. We still don't know what's gonna happen with Luffy, right?
Luffy's gonna get saved by Law's crew in the submarine.
That's is it confirmed now?
Yeah, the submarine was on.
I couldn't really tell with the panel, but yes, okay. All right. I was hoping it was gonna be something else. I said it in the chat, I think it was last week or the week. I was like, and I've been saying it to Randy. It's I just want Dragon to show up in this arc. I want him to. He has to. It's all about fathers.
Yeah. But what? Yeah.
Has to give us the early spoilers. Okay, that's one. Is dragon. I'm on the dragon train, for sure. I'm just waiting. It would just perfectly tie everything together. I feel like for this arc.
Yeah.
Chrissy, which of Randy's predictions do you back the most? The sword prediction, 100%. It's my headcanon. To me, it's like every time I see, it's my headcanon. Like, to me, it doesn't feel like a theory. It feels like it's like reality. I see it so much. And I remember when he first told me the theory, I remember it was like late one night, and we were just like, I forgot what we were watching. It was just casual, and I don't know, a light bulb went off on his head, and then I was just like, oh my god, it just makes so much sense. Dragon is a fraud. He ran from Blackbeard.
Oh god.
I don't know. I just want to see Dragon is a fraud. I just want to see Dragon. I feel like I want to see Dragon and Luffy.
I think I might have to turn that into its own video, because I talk a lot about the Revolutionary Army's stake in Wano a little bit, even in the laws, is in sword theory. Mm-hmm. But I think there's so much evidence for the Revolutionary Army coming to Wano in a later act that I might make it its own video.
Yeah. Cool.
We got a super chat from Vernon Co. Thank you.
Thank you.
Savage.
The Queen's returning stream. Foreshadowing for another certain royals return to the story. Yeah, drop those VVs in the chat, boys. Would love to know Chrissy's early 10-16 spoilers. Yeah. So what do you think is going to happen obviously you think Dragon's going to show up, but he's not showing up next chapter.
No, he's not.
So where do you think things are going to go?
I think they're going to focus on either the fight between Law and Kid with Big Mom. I think that might happen. I think I would love, but I don't think they're going to do it. I don't know. Maybe. I would love the Black Maria and Robin fight. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm dying for it. Because I just when's the last time we had a good Robin fight? A really good one. It's Never. Exactly. So I'm hoping, look at all the beauties. Love it. Love that. I love that emoji. It's so good. I've been itching for Robin, and I've loved Robin so far in this Wano arc. She's done some really cool stuff, but that is what I'm gunning for. And then I guess it's pretty lined up now that but it'll happen probably behind the scenes because there's just too much going on. It's Chopper's going to take care of Zoro, so
I don't really see any more dedicated Straw Hat fight chapters right now.
It's because it's too much, right? Maybe I don't know.
It's just except for maybe Sanji, I don't know, but yeah. As much as I want it, as much as I want to see more Jinbei versus Uzu, as much as I definitely, agree with Lou Patterson there, I need a Robin fight. I want more of that for sure. Yeah. I want it to actually get the breadth that it deserves. Mm-hmm. But we're gonna follow this through line of Yamato and Kaido, and the threads that are being set up to continue initially over the next couple of chapters. If the act is going to end by 10:18, which we're running with the assumption that Oda's trying to create a triangle with the chapters, but we also could be grasping for straws here. That would get more Yamato versus Kaido, more Momonosuke stuff, maybe a little bit of Kid and Law, Luffy getting saved, vignettes of all of the other Straw Hats, a little more of Sanji and Zoro, setting up Zoro getting healed.
Yeah, because he's got to come back.
And I'm talking specifically over the next 2 to 3 chapters, and then make time for Kaido's flashback. So
Yeah. Well, do you think that the act is going to begin with Kaido's flashback? Wouldn't that make kind of sense? Like the way that they kind of did it with like the whole Odin flashback, like
yeah, that's what
you
I was
end
saying.
the act, and the
I was saying
beginning.
that earlier that we'll end with Kaido's flashback the way we started with Odin's.
Well, I didn't see. I was taking care of Mars.
When I do these streams, you should be watching.
I try. Usually, like, you know, it's like during the afternoon he gets a little fussy with the teething and everything, so a little tough, but let's see. At this point, Act 3 is never ending. It's true. It's like, oh my goodness, how many? Is there more deaths? Maybe. I don't know.
In OR, she's definitely dying.
Yeah. I loved what you said in one of your videos with the different shadows and how that like is going to foreshadow all the scabbards that have died and are probably going to die, right? All the ones that were shaded that Oda drew.
Yeah. That, in the last video, I brought that thing up that I said in 987.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Oh.
I'm just doing Savage.
Oh, no, it was on a loop of its own.
Oh. A Savage loop. Oh, your puppy's teething? Aw. Oh, that's sweet. I hear ya. Teething's it's rough. Let's see.
H4 Nauta said, I wonder if Queen has a relation with Judge. I think that Judge, Caesar, and Queen all worked together with Vegapunk years ago, and we're going to get that information later.
Yeah.
Gabe C. Thank you.
Savage.
Robin versus Black Maria isn't getting off-screened because Oda needs to show what Black Maria's weapon does. He put too much detail into it. Also her hybrid. Oh man, her hybrid's going to be crazy. Yeah, I don't remember what the name of it was. It was like... Yamago or something. It's a folklore of its own. So it's like a real. It's just one of those weird folklores that Oda tied in that doesn't necessarily make any sense in the context of the story outside of it being a folklore. But I expect the head on the staff to do something and do its own biting. And I talked about it. It'd be funny if it bites Brooke.
Apparently she doesn't have any clothes on.
Yeah, she took her shirt off, so she's shirtless.
Maybe he'll like kind of like draw around it if that makes sense. I don't know.
One Yudo, yeah, that was it. And then I think that that's setting up for the hybrid, probably.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be creepy.
Yeah.
Lone Shadow said, Randy, did you notice that Law's face was also shadowed at the end of the last panel?
Oh, no.
Well, I mean, we know that Law is going to die before the end of the series, but...
Yeah, the end of the series, but maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. I kind of think that that's just some typical shadowing. You know, when you're really looking for stuff like that, it's more in the case of, if you go back, I think it was 987. You know, if you go back and you see a bunch of faces and then some are shadowed, then you can kind of look at that from the perspective of, is there more here? Is there more to this than I think? But just a large panel with shading on it, I'm not going to think too much about that.
Oh, that ending. That ending was just... that's going to be pretty great. I don't know if they're going to go into that right away.
The flashback? Or just just continuing that scene? I mean,
they might just a little bit, right?
The chances are with most chapters is that, you know, whatever it ends on is usually what we start with. But not always. It depends on the level of the...
Man, heartbreaking. And then just the father, that whole... Oh, God. You know, it's like Oda really, really knows how to get you, you know? Just like...
He gave Kinemon the Terminator stab at the end of T2 when the T1000 takes the rod and like shoves it into his back.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh God.
I loved this. Like them getting inspired by Momo saying, "Oh, I actually wanted to say, I don't know if anyone said this yet, but like kind of a cool parallel to the war that I noticed with Momo saying keep fighting. It's almost like a parallel to Kobe saying stop fighting. It's like the opposite of it in a way. I don't know, it kind of remind me of it, like someone, I don't know. I don't know if that's dumb, but
no,
I know.
that's actually that is good, because you know why it also is relevant. It's because right after that the submarine shows up, which is also what happened right after that in Marineford.
Yeah, because we've been all saying that this is who said it, the editor, or I forgot who you told me, like that this is like
it's gonna make Marineford look cute.
Yeah, but it also is like it's almost like paralleling it in a way in the story.
It's got elements of Marineford. It's got elements of Enies Lobby. It's got elements of Thriller Bark. It's got elements of all of them.
Yeah, it does.
We got a new member here, Vern and Co. Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome.
Savage. Another
one. We got Maxo. Love your fit today, Randy. You look like an admiral on vacation.
He does. I love it.
Well, you know, we talk about certified drip here on the channel, so I gotta. If I don't live what I speak, then what am I doing?
We're on vacation. I love it. Oh my.
Oh man.
Oh, someone said Chrissy is a G. Thank you. Thanks, Di. I appreciate that.
What's that? Oh, Di said, damn, Chrissy is a genius. Yeah, that is a great parallel that you pulled out.
Thanks.
Momo is the anti-Kobe.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Thank you.
I like that.
I thought of it, and then I was like, oh, I gotta remember to say that to Randy.
Giovanni said, nah, Chrissy, nothing dumb here. It's a theory, and that was solid.
Thanks. Eight facts, know me, and Randy, 8 spoiler, know me.
Mars gonna be huge brain. Apparently, I'm Green Bull.
Smart.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we do photosynthesize over here, apparently. Chin said Randy's no longer a pirate, turned admiral instead. Yeah, well, the law is sword theory was really just it was a red herring. Look over here, guys. I'm a pirate. Nope. No, I'm still a pirate. AJ said Kobe's the best non-pirate in One Piece.
Savage.
Spitting some facts. I mean, you got to take in consideration that Kobe is still like was the second main character of the series.
Mm-hmm.
So he will return in a big way in like the final arcs and all of that, and will reclaim his spot as a main character. Like
what Vega said, I think Kobe is also going to get the voice of all things. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean that's that I feel like that's totally foreshadowed, especially in Marineford and everything. Like his observation is just like absurd. It's on Luffy Momo level for sure.
Yep. Oh, I like dogs. Chin, I like dogs. I grew up with a basset hound, actually, and my family has a English bulldog. I love dogs, but I am a cat mom for sure. And he didn't he wasn't really an animal person until he met me, and then he
he
inherited the cats.
I inherited them. I didn't grow up with animals. I didn't have them.
Yeah, it's not your fault. Once in you dies.
Boozy Bird Oda is about to begin a super parallel of Kaido, Yamato, Oden, and Momo. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are we watching any currently airing anime? Unfortunately, we just barely have the time for anything other than One Piece.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna try to watch Hunter x Hunter though. When his mom comes, I'll have like a lot of time, and yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Where I said I'm out here rocking the Sengoku Hawaiian fit. Where's the goat, my guy?
I'm the goat. Apparently, Giovanni says I'm the goat. I'll take it. I'm a goat.
Crystal K, could Kobe be an ancient weapon as well? That would be a strong swerve. I don't know about that, because I think that it really ties into the ancient lineage. I think Kobe is like, unless Oda, gives him some wacky flashback later on that tells us more about him, I think that Kobe is gonna be what a lot of us wanted Luffy to be. That character that it isn't the chosen one trope, but attains what he wanted, just with perseverance and desire. Mm-hmm. Whereas Luffy is the chosen one trope, but done correctly. His dad is the most wanted man in the world. His grandfather is huge in the Marines, and as far as I'm concerned, is leading the secret organization against the world government. There's all the parallels to Joy Boy. He's going to become the Pirate King. He's destined for all of this. But Kobe, on the other hand, is just that character that really just worked for everything, and is, by the end of the series, will probably end up running the entire outfit and changing it for the way that he wanted it. When we first met him, he thought that Marines were great, and then he sees Morgan and how all of that, and that colors his opinion on everything, and it makes sense that Kobe would be in an organization that wants to reform the Marines, that wants it to be the glory that he what his headcanon was of saving people and all of that, whereas Luffy, his friend, is actually the one that's out there saving people. So by the end of the series, Kobe he'll reform the Marines in a way that they actually are saving people, and Vivi will be leading the government in the way that the government always should have been led, for the people.
There you go. There's the spoilers. Okay.
Cockadiac, I gotta go to bed now. Thank you for the great stream, Randy and Chrissy. See y'all next week. Yeah, no break. Exciting.
Yeah, no break. I wasn't I thought there was gonna be a break. So I was like, oh.
Jolly D. Joestar, remember when everyone thought Law would die in Dressrosa? Yeah, I didn't see that. He had to follow through the whole alliance. He had to make it to Kaido. And it really seemed like, Law dying in Wano seemed like a possibility early on. But that sort of went out the window when I realized that he is a member of SWORD. It really had his flashback. I was just like, wait, there's more to this guy. Mm-hmm. He's staying until the end game. Let's see, I was talking for a while, so I'm catching up on the chat. Randy, SWORD founder. How do you think Chopper's going to heal Zoro, Chrissy?
He's going to have a flashback, and what's-his-face is going to be like, so I gave you a secret.
He's going to get a Caesar flashback.
He's going to get another Caesar flashback, and it's going to be like,
This is the miracle cure for anyone packed up.
And it takes, instead of them, taking like this long to heal, they can heal automatically, and then Zoro's gonna be healed, and then he's gonna go fight someone. That's my prediction. Right? I don't know what that reminded me of. I mean, like, I was really happy about it, but I did kind of laugh at that, because I was like, ooh, convenient flashback, huh? All right.
Yeah.
And I love Chopper, don't get me wrong.
I do wish that we got that flashback in real time, I mean, it seems like, because based on the timeline of that, it seems like that was like while they were on their way to Zoe, because they had, that was a long trip to get there, which means that Chopper has had this ability to stay in Monster Point for 30 minutes all through Whole Cake, but didn't really utilize it. Mm-hmm. So that was a little worrisome. Chin said, "What do you think of the new opening?" By the way, Chin, you remember we have Chrissy and I did the reaction, so you can check the video out. I guess I don't know. I'll probably make it public this week or something. I don't know, but it's been on the member area for a few days now. Mm-hmm. Maxo, Caesar. So that's what happened. Here look sounded like a great guy.
Just gonna keep happening too. Like I just.
Caesar. Oh, see what Hero Look should have done with Sakura trees is this. But there's a downside. There's a side effect.
Oh, thanks, Barry. I would like that. A tinfoil tiara. I like that.
Lou Patterson, Chrissy tinfoiling is my favorite.
I know. Some of my tinfoil theories, like Randy will be like this sometimes, like, I do have some wacky ones. I have to think about. They come to me and Randy's just like, I don't know, Chrissy. I don't know, but sometimes you're like, okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, like, I also, another one of Randy's favorite theories that I love, and, like, is the Orochi and Tama purple hair connection. That's, like, I love that. I love it. They both have purple hair. Love that one. Just so let's shout that out.
Yeah, drop your Tamas in the chat.
Yes.
Hamza said, have you watched Hunter x Hunter? So I've seen all of it. Chrissy has watched a little bit of it, but is going to start from the beginning again.
I want to watch it again with fresh eyes because I was just very pregnant and annoyed by everything. So I want to see how I feel now. I really was.
I was like, this is good. And she was like, I don't believe you. But then everybody in the chat was like, this is good. And then she was like, all right, now I believe you. Phased, thank you.
Savage.
Did you notice the similarity between Law's past and Momo's past from their family and parents dying to their adoptive father? Ooh. Yeah. Odin. Well, Odin was way more fleshed out than Law's father ever was. But Kinemon was way more fleshed out than... I guess he's way more fleshed out than either of them. Than Corazon. But yeah, I see that there is a parallel there, but there's not much in the story to draw Momonosuke and Law together, so there's nothing like from a narrative thing to me to say like, oh well, this is paralleling this because Law is going to do X with Momo. I think that's just Oda being a writer and finding elements and story structure that works and reusing it but twisting it. So all right, I think I'm gonna get ready to wrap the stream up soon.
Oh yes, Giovanni. No, I know the goated thing. I thought it was great. You weren't calling me a goat. No, I know. I got you. Don't worry. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't calling. No, don't worry.
Look at all those Thomas.
Oh my god, I love the Thomas.
So I'm gonna get ready to wrap the stream up. We should check on Mars.
I'm gonna go check. Yeah, I was just gonna say I'm gonna go check on Mars because it's probably wrapping his nap up or he's still napping. So I'm gonna go check on him. All right. So it was good.
I'll still stay on for like a couple of minutes.
Bye, guys. Hi.
We'll try and do this more often.
Yes.
Get Chrissy involved. I love it. I love the bouncing off. Oh man, that was fun. Maxo said, Hunter x Hunter, probably not top 10 watches when you're pregnant. Yeah, she just couldn't, she just gone just really annoyed her when she was pregnant. The Galaxy, Chrissy says she has good tinfoil theories. Rest of the Discord, are you challenging me? We do have the tinfoil zone, yeah. The hub for dubs. Ryo, Caesar, when does a man die? Oh, God. I'm loving all this stuff. Wow. Still have 400 people in here. This is like so insane to me. And we had a lot of people earlier. Good cameo phone. Legendary stream. Brawly Savage, do I read Jujutsu Kaisen? So I watched one episode of it. And I started like the second episode. And I was trying to make that the next thing that Chrissy and I watched together. But there was just, when we were trying to watch it, Mars was just, it was pretty, he was like, I don't know, maybe like a month old or something. And I was trying to find something new to watch. But it's so hard. It's so hard to watch things together right now. Because it's like, we're like constantly switching off and doing all this stuff. So basically just watching things on my own a lot. And same for her. I think the only thing we watch together is Sesame Street. But I found it interesting. And you know, I would like to give it its fair shot. I thought that, and forgive me because I only watched one episode, so I don't remember the main character's name. But I thought it was creepy with all of the eyes that kind of like turned me off a bit. But I'll give it a shot eventually. Luca Baja. Did you see the library of Ohar's massive announcement? He discovered what the One Piece is. So that's cool, and I like Art Tour, but I don't like watching... I love theories, but I don't like watching theories on what the One Piece is. That's like the one area that I don't go. I don't go because I don't want someone to be right for that. I don't mind if I watch a theory and I'm like, oh, that's cool, and then it happens. But I'll probably end up skipping that one, just in case he is right. Because I just want that to happen. I have my own thoughts, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. Vern & Co. One last dono to commemorate catching my first one live. Appreciate you dropping in, Vern. What a great one to catch. Thanks for all you do, Randy. No, thanks for all you guys, because, I mean, like, this is, this, I always say it, like, I never expected this, I was just, making videos for fun, and then everybody was like, let's do streams, and I was like, well, you know what, I mean, that is kind of what I got into this for anyway. It was like making my videos and then like trying to comment to everybody. And then it's like, but here I can actually talk to you guys in real time, and it's fun. And that's the whole point of doing this, is having people to talk about One Piece with. So this is so much fun. I'm so glad I decided to do all of this. Max, so any hot Sesame Street theories? Man, I'll tell you one thing. I always know what the letter of the day is. Ryo, are you ever going to get into Berserk? So there's so many things that I get so many recommendations for stuff, and it's like it is so hard to find the time for things, because it's like I either use my free time for writing or for doing stuff for the channel, because that's fun, that's like my hobby. And then when I'm not doing that stuff, I'm with Mars or I'm with Chrissy. So I want to get into certain things. Like I've been recommended Berserk, I've been recommended Kingdom, I've been recommended Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm a little disappointed knowing that if I get into Berserk, I'll end up, reaching a point where there's just no more, and there should have been. So that kind of like pushes me away from it a little bit. Yeah. And, it took me a long time. It wasn't until the pandemic that I actually finished Hunter x Hunter. I watched the original 99 anime back in like 2003, 2002, something like that. And I watched like the Greed Island OVAs, but then I watched all of 2011, just in 2020. And, maybe, get some more free time or something. Daniel Go, thanks Randy. These streams have become one of my Friday night our time regulars. I mean, that's cool. Geez. We really have regulars to begin with here. Like I see guys in here all the time, and it's awesome. I love doing these. Vinland is really good too. Yeah, I've heard that as well. Chin said my video editing skills are getting better and better on each review. Well, thank you. I mean, I've been editing videos for a long time, and my own movies and music videos that I've shot and things like that. But the videos that I put out for the reviews are only as well edited as the time that I have to work on them. So if I have a little more time to work on them, I'll be able to put some more of my ideas, and I'll be able to edit some things. I always try to at least, fill something for the intro and all of that. Because at the end of the day, I know that a lot of people, obviously you guys are probably watching and you're, talking in the chat as well, but most people are probably going to only listen to this, right? But when I do the chapter reviews, I make those with the intention of like making something that can be watched, right? Because YouTube is supposed to be a visual medium, even though even myself, I catch myself not watching a lot of things, I mean, if you go and check out like a Joy Boy video or something, like there's nothing necessarily to watch there. You're just listening to him. But you check out some other people's videos that actually put some time into the editing and things like that. You know, it's supposed to be a visual experience, especially analysis videos. You know, where you're comparing things and you're taking panels and you're trying to draw correlations to stuff. But at the same time, I try to fill my videos with as much thing, you know, like jokes and things like that, just to make it fun, make it entertaining, right? Because that's what makes it fun for me as a creator also. So that's just a little bit into the process there. Galaxy, does Randy read the Ace manga? Never heard him talk about it. So I read the first chapter of it. I still need to read the second one. I just don't like that it's not actually Oda, you know? I mean, I guess I should probably just look at it from the perspective of any of the new movies, right? He's giving ideas for it, but then someone else is writing it and running along with it. But there's only been 2 chapters, right? Or is there a third one now? Catching up on the chat. Vegasim, do you think that the raid will fail and is dead now? It seems quite implausible that Luffy fails now. So, I think that Alright, so this thing has become such a meme in the community, and everybody is expecting so much from it. Oda's going to do the story how he wants, and the thing is that every arc, you can go into it and you can pinpoint the all is lost moment, and the moment where everything sort of shifts, and sometimes there's multiple all is lost moments, right? You know, I mean, like Water 7 and Enies Lobby had a bunch of them. You know, I'd say an all is lost moment is, you know, when Robin actually does get taken away on the train with Frankie, and, you know, Sanji failed to get her back with Usopp. But then again, you get another all is lost moment toward the end with during the fight with Lucci, and the Buster Call is there, and, you know, you think Luffy's out of the fight, and then he gets back up. So these things happen where you have these like mini failures, right? So Luffy falling off of Onigashima could be, you know, on the same level, maybe heightened, but on the same level of just that moment at the sea train that I just talked about. So now Luffy has to get back to everybody, and the submarine will help. But it's still going to be sort of, you know, this is going to give enough time for everybody to fight and all of that. And Luffy's not going to get back until everybody else has probably already won, and then or lost, right? And by that point, there'll probably be 9 people, and we'll have that Skypiea moment with Enel, where he said that there would be 5 at the end, and it's not going to be the people that you think, right? I think there'll be someone from each faction, and there'll be some random ones thrown in there. It's going to be wild. You know, obviously it's going to be Luffy. Probably have Zoro in there, maybe Denjiro, you know, Yamato. You know, I fully, you know, and you know, we get some weird ones in there, you know, like Sabo. Sabo shows up. Maybe another revolutionary commander. Maybe Moria shows up, you know, and he's one of the shadows. Like, these are the things that Oda could do and use the act breaks to show that this stuff was always going to happen. And I just know that whoever the 9 shadows are, I just can't see Oda just making it the Straw Hats. That's not what it's going to be. But, you know, there's going to be like one or two characters in there that's just going to be like, wait, what? Like Usopp might be one of the Nine Shadows. What's Usopp going to do? But then he ends up doing something, you know, like amazing. So the raid failing, it's already failed in some respects. Kinemon's dead. Kiku's dead. Ashura Doji's dead. That's a failure. So anybody dying, it's a failure. But that's also part of it, right? I've always said that, you know, the raid should fail, but it can fail in different ways. You beat Kaido, you can still fail after that. Wano may be open, Wano may be saved. But you still got Big Mom, you still have CP0, and that's where everything can sort of fail after that. That's the Kuma moment after beating Moria. It's not necessarily that the raid has to fail, everybody packs up, goes to another island, comes back. That could happen. It'd be nice. It'd be great to have things fleshed out. I still want Luffy to be completely demolished like he was at the end of Thriller Bark. Give Zoro another nothing happened moment. Have him lead the crew a bit, like Sanji did. Talked about that a lot. Yeah, we could still beat Kaido here. There's a whole bunch of time. There's a whole bunch of ways for things to go wrong. An island is still going to, it's on its way to crash onto another island. There's a lot going on, guys. So, and I don't necessarily know what everybody has in mind for the raid failing. You know, it's always the raid is going to fail. The raid is going to fail. But what does that mean to you? What does that? Where do we go after the raid fails? What are you saying by saying the raid is going to fail? Because, you know, obviously, you know, Mr. Morge, you know, is driving that theory, but everybody else has their own thing, and they've gravitated to it. You know, there's a whole bunch of raid is going to fail supporters. But what does that mean to you? Do you want them to leave, go to another island? Do you want X to happen? Do you want Y to happen? Do you want Z to happen? There's a whole different ways. We get a super chat from Vasile.
Savage.
Personal theory. Kaido's flashback will start with him at the age of Luffy. Same spirit, maybe similar ambitions. Maybe even same morals. We will see him go through severe trauma and his spirit break. So I like the idea of Kaido's spirit breaking, right? Because then that would drive home why he is so into breaking other people's spirits. But I also think that what we'll see, and I mentioned this last week, is that we'll see Rox's spirit break. And Rox or someone else like him will be his Shanks. And he will see that spirit break. And that will sort of break him and everything that he believed. Because it's like, if you can break, then what hope do I have? Right? Because he was the apprentice for Rock. So obviously he's looking up to the guy. And, you know, maybe Rox already came to the conclusion that he too was too early, right? And we talked about Rox potentially being a good guy. And maybe he went off the deep end when he found out that information. Because he thought that he was the chosen one. That he thought that he was going to do all this stuff, and then he got slapped in the face, and it was like, nah, bro, it ain't you. And he couldn't handle that. Either way, it's going to be good, and it's going to characterize Kaido the way we need to see him. And, man. But him killing Kinemon, that needed to happen, and we did talk about that it had to be Kaido to do it. Because otherwise, Kaido means nothing as a villain. You set him up as, like, you know, the greatest villain in the series, well, then he's got to kill somebody that means something to us. We get a new member, Novum. Thank you.
Another one.
I'm going to read back in the chat. I just probably talked for, like, 15 minutes straight. Let's see. Seeing what everybody's talking about when I was talking about the raid. Pyrrhic victory for sure. People want Sabaody 2. I would love Sabaody 2. To be perfectly honest, like, it'd be great. I've always wanted something like that to happen, because then, but not have everybody get split up. Just have them have to deal with that failure and have that drama. That would be fine. I'd like another moment where Zoro is, checking Luffy. Those are some of my favorite moments. And then, to come back even stronger after that. If the raid fails, all the allies are defeated, and Wano's under Kaido's control, then, the only thing that I see for the story to go is that Kaido leaves with Big Mom. They go and get the ancient weapons, and then we deal with all of that in the final war. I have also mentioned a short time skip, just a couple weeks, couple months, not a lot. I think it's necessary before the end. Toilet tube. Kaido would be like Momo. It's an obvious parallel.
Savage.
Yeah. And it'll be even further, emphasized by the fact that they literally have the same devil fruit. But there's gonna be an element of Kaido having worked for something, having achieved something through perseverance and dealing with things that he doesn't respect Momonosuke for having dealt with, things that he respected Odin for dealing with. So there's going to be an element of Kaido feeling that Momonosuke doesn't deserve or hasn't earned his power, and I'm waiting for that conversation. Lou Patterson, Kaido's a bad timeline protagonist. People say that about Kid all the time, but that's... I'd like that. I'd like it if it was Kaido. Bernardo said, slice of life time skip, please. I'd like a slice of life arc. See the crew just having fun for a little bit. I need something that's very light for a little bit. Justin King, oh wow, I actually made a stream. Love the content, Randy. Thanks for dropping in, Justin. Marcus said, did you see the fan flashback of Yamato telling Kaido he's Odin? Then Kaido putting chains on Yamato saying no one can be him. Then Kaido laying in bed with the hand on the Odin's picture meme. The Wolverine thing. I'm just picturing it. I love it. I love it. Yeah. Ray Kaminari. Do you think Zoro will fight King? I doubt it, to be honest. I think he'll be the one to kill Orochi and then join the 1v9 against Kaido. So I've been Zoro kills Orochi. I've been ZKO since Act 2. Act 1, really. You know. I was like, Luffy's gonna get Kaido. Zoro's gonna get Orochi. But Zoro will end up, helping out with the final bit, I think. If that's what the whole 9 Shadow Prophecy is about. Bernardo, I think it's not possible anymore for the manga, but the anime could do a semi-canon anime arc where they're just chilling in an island. I'd love it. I'd love it too. It is gonna be tough because the way I see everything happening after this arc is just boom, 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 going to the end. There's no stopping this train now, But Elbaf could start off, slice of lifey, potentially, until Big Mom shows up or whatever. Oh, man. So, I think I'm going to start wrapping everything up here, guys. Can't believe that we still have, 350 people in here. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. This is a monumental chapter. Last chapter was monumental. Wano is finally starting to solidify itself as a top contender. Not... I don't think it's top 5 for me yet, but it could be cracking somewhere in the top, somewhere between 6 to 10 for me now. We'll see how everything goes when it ends out. I don't necessarily like to rank arcs while they're still going on, but Oda pulling what he's been pulling the past 2 chapters, though, just definitely sent Wano into the stratosphere a little bit for me now. I can't. Kinemon is dead, guys. We knew it was going to happen. Been talking about it for a very long time. We all knew it was going to happen. But that doesn't mean that you're prepared for it when it happens. Clearly, I wasn't. Gary Bloodsworth, thank you.
Savage.
Luffy's about to eat all the food on Law's ship. I love your content. Always savage. Thanks, Gary. Yeah, if he eats all the food, he'll be ready to go. Enigma Sword, my guy. Who's now on your final Kaido battle 1v9 lineup? So I actually probably should. I should think about this, right? Because I want it to be strange, and I want it to be unexpected, and I want it to have the usual suspects, but there's got to be the outliers. So. I'm gonna have to put some thought into it. Three definites for me are Luffy, Zoro, and Yamato. the three outside contenders that have stake in Wano and have stake in this fight and would be just, I mean, you know, it just sounds like fan fiction saying it, but I think it could happen, is Sabo, Blackbeard, Moria, Denjiro, Usopp, and what would be a weird ninth? Maybe Nekomamushi. Then you have sort of every faction there. You have a representative from the Minks, a representative from the Kosuke family. You have Kaido's child, member of the Blackbeard Pirates, a member of the Revolutionary Army. Moria, who has been foreshadowed to have everything going on with Kaido. You got the future Pirate King, and Zoro, and then the bravest man on the seas, Usopp. Now, naturally, like if I wanted to pick who I wanted to be there, you know, I would obviously throw Sanji and like maybe Tama in there for fun and all of that. But if I'm like trying to be realistic and think about Oda trying to make it more interesting and like thinking about it from the perspective of Skypiea and the final five people that were there, right? You know, you had Zoro, Nami, Robin, Gonfall, and Wiper. You know, so you had the former king, you had the leader of the Shandians. You have the newest person on the crew that you need to learn more about, right? So that would be, in this case, Yamato, if Yamato's going to join. So Yamato would be taking the Robin spot from that. Zoro just needs to be there. And then Luffy. Toilet tube, Marco.
Savage.
Yeah, Marco would be there too. So I would take Marco. If I was being realistic, I would probably take off either Nekomamushi or Usopp and put Marco then. Because Marco should be there. Unless something happens to Marco, which is possible. Chin said you're going to be making so many memorial videos and upcoming chapter reviews. Yeah, oh, we're going to get that Kinemon memorial in the next one. Ryo said that his picks are Luffy, Zoro, Kid, Law, Big Mom, Denjiro, Momo, Yamato, and Tama. Yeah. Kid and Law, you know, they could get in there. So obviously, you know, if Sabo doesn't, if the Revolutionary Army and the Blackbeard Pirates and Moria don't show up to Wano, which is still a possibility and all of that, then, you know, a more realistic standpoint would be throwing Kid and Law back in there. Big Mom, I don't know about that. I think Big Mom's just gonna hightail it with Perospero if she learns where the poneglyph is and all of that and break the alliance. But I guess Big Mom could be there too. I mean, that'd be kind of nuts, and it would represent, sort of take the placeholder of like why I put Blackbeard in there. Enigma said, "Whoa, Sabo, Blackbeard, Moria was not expecting that." Yeah, Enigma, I see it happening. Very motivated. Batman. Oh, yeah, Batman's got to make the final 9. Vern and Co. To me, Hiyori is definitely in the final 9. See, I'd like that. I'd like someone who actually can't fight be in there also. Or can she fight? We don't know. Was Denjiro teaching her stuff behind closed doors? Wayne D. Bruce. Yep. Caribou. Wow. See, now that's the right thinking, guys. That's the right thinking. Like, there are going to be people in those 9 shadows that we're just going to be like, wait, what? What? Right? If we see Caribou as one of the 9 shadows, I love that. Maron said, which OST are you listening during the reading? So, from a continuation of everything going on in the previous chapter, I went onto YouTube and I typed in One Piece OST sad, and then I picked one of them. I think the image was, it was like some gray background with Luffy and Ace sitting back to back or something like that. So that's what I was listening to during the reading. So it hit harder because it was like all the sad music from One Piece playing while Kinemon died. H4 Nada said, what if we get a twist and those 9 shadows are the Blackbeard pirates? I've said that before too. I've said that. I've said that that's totally a possibility and would be like one of the most wild things for Oda to do. And I'm not ruling it out either. Buggy's in the 9 confirmed. Whew. All right, guys. This has been a lot of fun. This was a monumental chapter, another long stream, but I think it's warranted when we have this stuff. God, if we have a when the act breaks, I'm worried this stream will be like 5 hours. It'll be like, oh man, all of these things we got to talk about. What are the implications of this with Sabo? What are the implications of this with Vivi? What are the Big News Morgans? This. Whoa, Blackbeard. Oh man, it's gonna be intense. So thanks again, everybody. I want to thank all the members. I want to thank all the people that became members during the stream. The support is appreciated. Everybody that super chatted, and then just everybody that comes in and hangs out, everybody that listens, everybody that watches the reviews, even after we do the streams and all of that. I do put a lot of work into those. Everybody that comments, I love seeing the comments. And we've created a really cool community. Everybody in the Discord, I don't know, it's inspiring. Yeah, this was a great chapter. Sanji was fighting Queen, technically hit Paraspero, so that was a win. We had some Zoro pack action. The beginning was filled with laughs. We had the heat on feet.
Bro, look, he got the heat on feet, bro.
We had sadness, utter despair with Kinemon. Hope from Momonosuke. Luffy getting saved by the polar tang. Which was easily the top choice for Luffy getting saved, and the one that made the most sense. And Yamato has finally met Kaido. It's wild. Candide, there should be a link to the Discord in the comments. So, so you can go ahead and check that out. Feel free to join. It's very chill in there. And you know, we had Chrissy drop by. It's great. Chrissy's in the chat saying thanks, guys. Yep, it's been 5 months since the last Chrissy cameo. Heat on feet. I love that everybody loves that, because I loved it when I watched that stream back. Gabe C, what do people do on Discord? It's like a forum. Yeah, that's all it is, but it's like real time. It really reminds me of IRC from back in the day, more than anything. And you know, we got emojis and stuff. It's fun. All right, guys. We can keep talking about this for hours, but let's save some conversations for the comments. Save conversations for next week. 10:16. Oh man, every chapter just leads us closer to the end of the act. Oh man. All right, everybody. Later.
Savage.